A very warm welcome to our audiences. My name is Devika Chhabbar Mehta, and I am the host of AW, A Woman for a Woman, where we try to bring in women contributors of the society who discuss the various roles and challenging positions that they are facing today. Today we have with us Priya. Priya is a Delight Commerce graduate. She's completed her PGDBM from IMA and MCOM in economics. She has an extensive career experience of 22 years and has worked with UN organizations, ILO, UNICEF, and various projects on HIV AIDS. Currently, she's a manager facilities India with a leading MNC Publications for over 14 years now. Hello, Priya. How are you doing today?
Hi, Devika. I'm doing good. Hope you're good too.
Yeah, everything is like, COVID scenarios have changed everything. We're doing work from home and the whole scenario has changed completely. So what about you? Do you have to go to office or you also doing work from home?
Yeah, Devika, currently we are working from home. We did started our offices in the month of December, but with this another variant of COVID, we have come back to the homes. So yes, currently the work from home scenario is going on, and moving forward, the way economy is opening up, the world is coming up now. So we hope that things will be much better soon, and I wish everyone to come back on their regular routines very soon. That's
I'm
really
assuming that you don't like work from home scenario.
No, definitely. I think there is something which is being missed out. Being at home, of course, yes, it's a bliss. But at the same time, it's important to speak to people. It's important to move out and see what is around. And of course, at every hour, you are in a learning stage. Even when you're meeting the colleagues, you're going out with your friends, meeting out with the families, having a time with them, and sharing your thoughts, as well as the celebrations that definitely we all miss. And with this, I guess it's not only just about the missing, we all do have many supports which were missed out during the lockdown, when physical presence of your near and dear ones is required. And this was something which everyone was kind of missing it out.
But if I have to say that, what are the benefits of work from home? I have assumed, and you have also told us that yes, going to office was much better for you. But work from home, there are many people in India who actually deal with a lot of stress and work pressure and family issues. Everything goes on together for them. So for some ladies, I have figured out recently that work from home has actually worked as a bliss. So anything that actually worked out for you during work from home culture?
One thing, yes, of course, we do not have to wait for two hours in a traffic jams. So I'm blessed to, not to get into it. And at the same time, I'm not contributing to the pollution. So
you were traveling towards Gurgaon, Delhi side?
No, I was traveling towards within Noida itself, but it actually is about 15 kilometers from my home to office, and it takes about, normally it's a 25 minutes drive, but sometimes it takes about an hour or so.
But the traffic woes, we all know how terrible they are. So,
that's right.
as you are working at the same time, we all have our families also to take care of, and work is already difficult in these COVID times. Work from home is again very stressful because those workstations are a difficult scenario. Most homes do not have those workstation cultures. वो सब कहीं सोफे पे बैठे हैं, कहीं इधर बैठे हैं और काम हो रहा है. So, and you have a daughter who is giving her boards, I think, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God. How are you dealing with that scenario?
Yeah, definitely. So we do have two separate, all the rooms have been converted into the different workstation. You are using dining, using study tables, and your E3 tables are being using in that scenario. But at the same time, yeah, it's almost a similar 9 to 5. पूरा घर एक ऑफिस ही बन जाता है, सबके लिए काम कर रहे हैं और किसी का स्कूल चल रहा है. But yeah, we do meet up during the lunch hours and break times, and that is how we get to see each other the same way we do in the offices.
Yes,
Let's
I
not.
mean, I am a really great patron of workstations at home because our homes really suffer that culture. We don't have workstations, so I totally understand. But your daughter is like your daughter is old, growing old. She's turning around 18, and she's soon she'll be going to the college and all. So, being a woman, being we have, I mean, our generation mostly and our generation before have suffered the mindsets of patriarchy. So how do you think, I mean, because you have a grown up daughter, and how do you think that probably you can inspire or give us some advice or suggestions so that ladies who have daughters coming up in the age, how can they go forward with the scenario? Because like you have a grown up daughter, so what advice do you have?
I think parenting is definitely a learning stage for everyone. So there is no thumb rule for parenting and anyone's life. So what I do and try. So I think it's all about the confidence and believe in yourself is a two motto that I continued for myself and would like to give away to her. Because what you do, you should believe, you should have full faith on yourself that, yeah, you are doing. I'm sure that there are areas जहाँ पे आपको डगमगा जाते हो कि आपको समझ नहीं आता what is wrong, and yeah, at the same time you know where to take the guidance from yourself as well as from your parents, your ambience, your peers, and everyone. Do take that into consideration. Have faith in yourself, decide for yourself, take the objectivity, and be confident. Work for it. The I guess जो शाहरुख खान ने कहा है कि अगर शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात साथ देती है, then that goes for each one of us, not only
Exactly.
for young kids. It goes for us, and we are also learning these days कि अगर
We're
अगर सही.
always learning. Very true, very true. So do
Yes.
you, I mean, there are those parenting techniques, no? That dolphin technique and that helicopter mom. And so what is your basic discipline of the day for your daughter?
I think with the teenagers, you need to be a bit patient, and that keep. I mean, I think that we as a parent think that we are patient enough, but they have a different per se that we do
Yeah.
keep on going with them. Or कुछ भी बोलते हैं तो they feel like that we might be intruding, but there is a balance that needs to be made, and that needs to be created between both the parents and the kids, as well as, yeah, keep talking, the conversation, communication, that bridge needs to be continuously should be going on. That's important, and it goes for any relationship. I mean,
Communication is the key.
especially for the teenagers, the kids these days, with the growth of technology, the kind of access they have in terms of mobile phones, the Googleization is what I say these days, when they have so much of access to the information around, situation around. So there needs to be a filter, which is a balance of a filter of what is required maybe now or later, and what needs to be done. And have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, share your thoughts, talk, keep talking. I think conversation is really important. Continue to do that.
Okay. I totally agree with you that yes, communication is the key to every relationship. That builds that trust, and that you earn that trust during those communications. So, if suppose you get into a quarrel with your teenage daughter, how do you handle that situation? I would really love to learn that, because like my daughter is 10, I really get scared thinking of getting that thought in my mind that okay, soon she'll be a teenager, and then she will be probably replying me back, and I don't know how to handle that. So how do you handle a difficult situation?
I think thankfully one thing is I'm not blessed. I'm actually blessed to see that कि मुझे लगता है कि कभी-कभी when we get into some kind of arguments, तो मुझे लगता है कभी वो चुप हो जाती है. I think what she has in her mind, कोई फायदा नहीं है इनसे बात करके, and maybe
Okay.
so at the same time maybe कुछ time के बाद शायद मुझे लगता है कि I think let's stop it and we'll talk at some other pace at some other time. So having that pause is important. Understanding that pause is important. So when is it is required, and when can you do that? Because to be honest, with this generation gap, even I might have similar, gaps with my parents, and I continue to have that as well, even these days as well. Even they would be having, must have been with their grandparents, So this and generation gap continues. So let's have a pause. I mean, I guess as of now, what I'm continuing is कि ज़्यादा देर बहस ना करो, let it go. I think life is there to
Just
teach
sleep
teach.
over it. Sleep over it, come tomorrow, and then probably we'll have a better say over that topic or something.
Yeah, और उसके bits and pieces करके then you can talk.
Yes.
At
So
time, yeah.
when we say
Take one thing.
communication, yeah, exactly. So communication, there are many households where communication is lacking. People do not communicate, even today. Even today, when we probably feel that we are ultra modern and we are progressive in our thoughts, but still that thought process is there. So when you see around yourself, what issues do you usually see for the women who are probably not able to speak up, or women who are actually facing the brunt of that old mindset of the society? So what sort of issues do you see in your work culture, in your probably in your vicinity or somewhere?
Yeah, Devika. So we all know that this world is full of patriarchy, and we ourselves can actually, no one will be coming with a served platter to you. You have to bring the change. You have to be the change that you want to bring to others. So believe in that. And at the same time, I think independence, I mean, be it financial independence, be it moral independence or independence of thoughts, is really important. Because there are many things. I mean, of course, being with having an argument or speaking to someone, we do understand that there are few things that something is acceptable and something not. So I think bridging a gap as well as having that layering of what is acceptable and what is not. So that is important. But at the same, most important is be independent financially, with the thoughts, morally, and believe in yourself, and have a guiding support, be a guiding support to yourself and to others.
Self-help is
So
the best help, right?
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so you just gave me another thought here. Financially independent, when we say, I was just going through an article yesterday, and that article mentioned that almost 90% of the women, financially independent women in India, are actually not financially independent, because probably their credit cards or their cards, debit cards, or their ATM pins, they don't have all those access. They're still dealing with, they are working, they are independent, but financially they're still dependent on their spouses or on their parents, or that ways. So you have a strong personality. I've always seen you working hard and coming out with your thoughts and opinions very nicely. So what do you think? Any beginner's note here for ladies who are probably not financially independent? Some advice to them that how we can be financially independent?
Well, all I can say is education is the key. Please make use of your education. And of course, as we say, the balance of personal and professional, as well as you need to understand the balance of your financial independence, your mental independence is important. So when we are talking that even if we are financially independent, that doesn't mean that you need to have all the money that you earned, or maybe because everyone is earning for the family, whatever, be it men or women, we are doing it for the family, we are doing it for ourselves, as well as for maybe the people that whom we love a lot, love for our loved ones. But at the same time, we need to understand that give a balance to it, have a me time, understand what your requirements are, understand what actually you need, and go for it, right? So make sure, I mean, giving an access for any of your freedom, any of your thoughts may be a different case altogether, but have a me time, spend some time with yourself, understand what exactly your needs are, understand what you really want from life, and go for it. Answer will come from within from you, because it is you who want to build for yourself. I mean, have happiness is within yourself, right?
Yes.
Get happiness and spread it around, but being happy for yourself is really important.
I really agree with that thought, because I personally feel that specifically Indian women, I'll not go for other cultures, but Indian women are so pampered and kept in so closed shells that probably by the time they reach 30, they suddenly realize that we are not happy anymore. They deal with depression, they deal with mental stress. And depression is not just that term कि कोई कोने में बैठा हुआ है, किसी से बात नहीं कर रहा है, depression वो नहीं है. There are various sorts of depression. Overeating is a sort of depression. Not eating completely is a sort of depression. So most of the females in India deal with that after the age of 30, and probably they have this feeling because they suddenly are so open to the world. They realize that, oh, I was so pampered and I was like this, and now this is a whole new world to me. So that concept should be taught early in girls, I think. The concept of financial independence. I'll come back to that topic probably in some other interview. But just to give two, three guidance principles, which I read in that interview, that firstly, a woman should be free of all the debts. Personal loan nahi hona chahiye, home loan, car loan, that is okay, that's considered to be good debt. But otherwise, there should be no debts. Then if you should always have a saving of at least 5 times of your current salary. Emergency fund hota hai wo basically. And uske alawa, there are shares and there are other things which you can invest under certain guidance. But of course, we'll come back to that topic in another segment of ours. But yes, coming back to what I was saying, that mental exhaustion, basically depression, is such a common norm among Indian women, and it actually hits them after the age of 30. वो midlife crisis वाला concept उनके साथ हो जाता है कि what happened to me? I was such a darling child, and I'm suddenly a grown-up woman, probably after the loss of a family member. It can happen after any incident, any tragedy or any loss or any sort of incident in life. So, any views about that? Any thoughts about that?
I think the day a girl child is born, we talk about the pamperness कि कुछ heavy काम करना है लड़कियां नहीं करेंगी, स्कूटी चलानी है तो वो 18 के बाद ही चलाएंगी, और boys are being taught as a macho man, लड़के रोते नहीं हैं, you're not like girls. तो लड़कियों को इतना शुरू से इतना पैम्पर करके रखा है, तो वो कंटिन्यू रहता है, लाइक यू नो बाहर जाना है ऐसे नहीं जाना है, ये नहीं पहनना है, भाई के साथ जाओ, भाई खुद चाहे 18 साल के, भाई 2 साल के, बट so भाई के साथ जाओ, या कोई you need to. So every time the way the girls are being taught, they are being taught in a manner that you need to have a men around, you know, to help and support. Of course, both men and women are the creators of the world, and it's
we are equal. Yeah, we are
important.
equal.
They are equal, but they are equal is important in I mean, so वो जो पैम्परनेस है उसे बाहर निकल के अगर हम अपने आप को ही कुछ अपने लिए करना चाहेंगे, बहुत बार सोचना पड़ता है कि ये कर रहे हैं क्या, पापा से पूछें, हस्बैंड से पूछें, भाई से पूछें, मम्मी कहेंगे पापा से पूछो. तो डेफिनेटली एक घर में भी एक जो होल्ड होता है वो हस्बैंड का या ब्रदर का या मेल फादर का ज्यादा होता है, मगर ऐसा नहीं हो, ऐसा ठीक भी है, बट एट द सेम टाइम आपको कुछ करना है. इफ यू रियली वांट टू डू समथिंग, कम आउट ऑफ इट एंड से, तो गेट आउट ऑफ योर comfort zone of
You
that
need to break that shield. I mean, I actually have seen that boys are really thrown to the fire early at their ages.
Yes.
And girls,
Yes.
they're pampered and they kept safe due to various societal tendencies and thought concepts and processes which chalte hain. But I think we really need to break that, and I really I'm hoping and I'm happy also that you are doing that job. You're doing a fantastic job with your daughter. So That's amazing. And I wish more women do that. More women are able to help grow their daughters in that manner so that they can face the society at an early age. Not that they learn suddenly after 30, 35. Oh God, what has happened to me? Life has struck me in midway. So,
No, but at the same time,
yeah.
sorry, but I would like to add at the same time, I understand that many women around us are doing their bit at every point of time, you know, whatever they can do. So, but the only need to understand that grill yourself and continue to do that.
You need to be the flag bearers, the torch bearers for the next generation, I think. So,
Correct. Yeah.
and that's where I said that you're doing a fantastic job. Most of our audiences also do not know that Priya contested the society elections. The place she lives, the association elections hote hain. So she contested the elections. Uh, Unfortunately, she was not able to win, but there was a huge margin, I think, with which you were supported that time. And
Yeah.
so this time again in our society, we are going to have elections after so many years. And in fact, just today, the dates were announced. So it is going to happen in March. So what do you think about the pressures or the societal issues that need to be dealt with? Of course, one is that more women should be brought in. More women should, and
Yes.
not just for namesake, not just for the cultural committee's sake, but the active fighting leading members of the association. So, what would be your say there? Being one person who actually contested it last time, and I hope you're doing it again this time.
No, Devika. So I'm not doing this time, but at the same time, I will support the team who will be leading and would like to do for the welfare of the society. And it's important. It's not just your own society. The time when I contested, the society was really raw, and the builder had just given up handed over the society to the RWA, and it was a newly formed RWA. But with the growing issues and with the way the time has passed, we understand that we know what are the actual issues, and this is the high time that I actually request all the women power to please come over, and we are not just there to talk on the chat windows for the society WhatsApp group, right? Come forward and share your views, not share your views, handle it with the power, handle your area with the power. I'm sure that there are many females around who are good into admin. There are civil engineers. There are people with have more technical know-how, and they can support not only to your company, IT companies. Please come forward and do it for your society, for the welfare where you are living, for your chat with its family, and come
And charity
forward.
begins from home. One need to start from your
Exactly.
home to build a better society. So the two things which you said, uh, issues, the issues which are there. One that would I would want to ask you that about that. What are the issues you think are persistent during this time of elections? And secondly, what do you see in a leader? What qualities do you want to see in a leader?
Okay, so I'll take up the second question first, which is the quality for a leader is, of course, you don't need to go out and give a bigger speech. Look out the issues, come with the solution, courage to showcase the solution and with pricing and get it approved and get it done. So a leader is a go-getter, you know. And at the same time, definitely we need to take the people with us, but कभी भी हर कोई तो खुश होता नहीं है ना,
You
right?
can't have
But
that diplomatic
thing is
stance.
important. Doing a right thing is important at the right time. A right decision is important to take a right time. Yeah. So this is what I understand, that a leader should be the one where who's there and who's available at the time when it is required. Do the change, make the change, show the change. So this is what. And about the issues, yeah, I understand that there are few issues like we are hearing it that your maintenance is increasing due to some deficit in the P&L which was shown. So which is I think it's about more than 40% of the maintenance is incremental, which has been, kind of proposed this year. And a regular supply, that there's an issue with the power backups and many fluctuations, and the maintenance is really important. Our society needs, it's more than 5 years now, our society needs a good maintenance work. And a few of the new technology that can be incurred, that can be introduced now, because continuing with the similar thing, and there are many changes and advancement that has been done, and be aware what is around in the society, having better services in terms of like, as I'll say, during the COVID, everyone was supportive, but we did not have our own COVID ward out here, where every other society
ward was not there. Yes,
was not there. And one of the reasons is, I'm not sure whether it has been populated or it has been approached or not, but not many doctors were available to support at that point of time. Maybe people are busy with other areas where they are being, hospitalizing, and where they are being serving. So such contingency requirement is not being, COVID is just an example, but at the same time, where there are other issues where contingency issues are not being addressed. So we need to have not just 10 members of RWA cannot do anything. So let's have one area which is one group of people which can support the 10 members of the RWA, at the same time available with the contingency strategies, contingency support.
So it's not just the 10 members, but there should be more volunteer members, and more transparency should be there. More proactive approach is needed. So these are the objectives you feel that should be followed. So what would be your vision 2022 forsaken of the society where you live in, Arihant Arden, where you live in terms of elections, and what would you want to see going forward?
Going forward, I would expect that we will have more technical people around. We will have a resolutionist, where people are not talking about the problems, people are talking about the solutions. And let's have a go-getter feeling. And I know, I understand that we cannot, not everyone can have the same mindset, and there will be many ifs and buts, and there will be many questions which will be, kind of raised to the RWAs or whosoever is appointed. But yes, think of something and keep everyone's opinion in consideration. Understand what is required. Maybe out of 10 of the opinions, maybe we are just not considering, and out of 10 of the opinions, 2 must have been very fantastic and may come out with a very good change in the society. So consider their opinion, and let's take it forward. And we are not just meeting for cultural sakes. Keep meeting, keep having the GBMs, keep having the general meetings where people come out with their issues, if they have, with their suggestions. Accept that. Understand that.
Agreed. Quite expressive and very rightly said. So as Mahatma Gandhi has said, be the change you want to see in the world. You wish to see in the world. So hope to be that change. Let's hope that more women come up and the issues are dealt with. And thank you so much, Priya, for addressing so many concerns related to the society and sharing your journey as a wonderful mother and a working specialist. It was a very thought-provoking session, and I really admire women like you, and I really hope that such women, you are the hidden gems of the society. You should be brought
Oh,
forward.
thank you.
So I really gain that strength from other women like you who are inspiring and who are doing a great job. So thank you for being with us today, and it was amazing to have you with me. And for our audiences, we are going to come back next week, next with another guest, another prominent woman who is doing a great job for the society. Once again, thank you so much, Priya, and please take care and be safe.
Thank you so much, Devika, and everyone. Please take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.